it's Tatiana here, and today is Wednesday, so of course that means I get to come inhabit your computers for about 5 minutes because you are watching my Wednesday's video for TutuTalk. And it is now the end of September, so TutuTalk has been up and running for like a month now, which is super exciting. We've all made it through, and not that it was hard or anything, it was actually a lot of fun. But this week is super fun because we get to do freestyle, which pretty much means we can do anything we want to as long as it's ballet related. So if you are a book person like I am, then you will probably enjoy this video. So I have these dance books in my little bag. The first one I am going to start with is 101 Stories of the Great Ballets. And don't judge the book by its cover because that is not a pretty cover. I think it looks awkward. But it's by George Balanchine and Frances Mason. And I really like it because it has a ton of synopsises of different ballets. So it has, just to name a few, Aegon, Apollo, La Bayadere, Cinderella, Jules, Trinity, Symphony in C, Swan Lake, and a ton more, as you can tell by how thick this is. And I reviewed this on my normal channel, and I'll post the links to whichever ones I reviewed if you want a more in-depth review, but I definitely recommend this book. The second book is this, the bag is falling, is this book, Advice for Dancers by Linda Hamilton, and I adore this book, and I think the cover is really pretty for one thing. And it is just a huge, informative guide, and it's not like hard to read. It's really easy, and it's almost like a reference because you can look at the different chapters just to see specific things that you're looking for. If you're looking for wanting to become a professional, that's chapter 5. So you just go there and you can read the chapter. So there are a bunch of different chapters on that, and I will be posting a review for this book and the next book I'm going to show you very shortly on my normal channel. And this book is The Dancer's Way, and I just love this book. I love both of these books so much. I feel like they're friends, and they are a little bit different, but not super different, but definitely read both of them. Don't think, I'm reading one so I don't need the other. Definitely read both of them because they're both very helpful for how to warm up, how to get your best out of class, all sorts of things. And this one is divided into different parts. There are 3 parts. One is full of appendixes with like references for the different parts and the other parts. And the next 2 books are both fiction. I've reviewed both of them on my personal channel. And they are Breaking Point and Girl in Motion by Miriam Wenger Landis. And I love these books a lot. I've read this one like 3 or 4 times. I think I've only read this one once, but I'm going to read it again. And it's basically about this girl named Anna who starts out going to this pre-professional school and then becomes a professional in the second book. And they're very realistic books. They're very helpful books, and they're a lot of fun to read. And I really love them. They aren't very well known though, which I don't really understand because they're really awesome. So you can look for both of those reviews on my channel as well. Okay, another book is it's not really that I'm recommending the book in particular because I haven't read this whole book. I'm just recommending going to your library and checking the biography section because I found this book on Maria Tallchief. I also had one on George Balanchine. And there's a book called Reading Dance, which is like a huge compendium that's like thousands of pages. Definitely check out your library. Don't assume that they just won't have dance books because they can have some really helpful biographies. And the one on George Balanchine I had, it was like all in the dances or something like that. I'll post a picture right now. And that, I only got like 6 pages in because school started and then dance was there and all this stuff. And I got like really messed up and like didn't have time to read it. But I'm going to check it out again because I ran out of time to have it out of the library. So I'm going to read it, and I'm going to commit myself to reading nonfiction. Like, I just hate nonfiction for the most part, except for these dancing books. And I love dancing and dancing books and books. So I will definitely be looking for more biographies on different dancers. And also, I have these magazines. Now, don't judge me for the state of some of these. Okay, this one isn't that bad, but I won't go any further because there's the sticker with like my name and address on it. But Dance Magazine for one, and then Point Magazine as well. I know this one got all ripped up in my dad's car because something spilled on it. But these are super, super helpful. They're like flash versions of these other books, and you get to read about other dancers who are on their road to fame. And especially Point is more ballet geared, but Dance is more dance geared. But I just really like them because you can look back and look at them, and they have some really helpful things as part of the books, like as part of the magazines. For instance, this article on getting the best point shoe for you, I thought that was super helpful because it helped me figure out which point shoes might work for me and which point shoes might not work for me. So that's really nice, and I really appreciate that. And look, there's my little doggy. Oh, they also come with these little booklets in the middle about specific things, which is really nice. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last thing. Okay. I went to this new dancewear store that didn't hold very much, but it was really, really cute. And it had Russian point shoes. And it also had, they made costumes for different plays and things like that. And they also had, you know, flat shoes. I think they had some leotards. It was just starting out, like, had just opened 2 weeks before I went there. But they had just gotten their shipment of Russian Point products. And so they were giving me, like, pens and bumper stickers and all this random stuff. So I got the Russian Point product catalog of 2012, which made me super excited. I also got, like, a poster. And so this is really helpful because you can look at all their different point shoes and have them all in one compact place. And you can see, you know, what type of foot they're good for. And I would recommend asking whichever dancewear store you go to, ask the owner, you know, do you have a product catalog? And if they give it to you, or even if you had to pay like $3 for it, then that's really helpful because then you have a reference for, you know, I really need new point shoes, but I don't want the same type that I had before, so what do I do? So that is really helpful, and this video ended up being a lot longer than I thought it would, but definitely check out these books and these magazines because they're so much fun, and honestly, I think by reading them and looking at them and flipping through them, they have actually helped me become a better dancer. So I hope you've enjoyed this month of amazing TutuTalk videos from these awesome girls. I know I have. So comment telling me what some of your favorite dance books are, and maybe I'll check them out. So thanks, bye.